Hello guys, this is Ali Salim252. I hope you guys are doing great. So today I'm going to demonstrate how to install Google Analytics on your WordPress website. So if this is your site and this is Google Analytics, and what we're going to do is we're going to activate a plugin on your site, configure it. But before activating the plugin, we will go to Google Analytics, create a property and an account, and we will get the tracking code. And this is going to be universal tracking code. And once we have that code, we're going to place it in the plugin settings, and then we will make sure it is placed correctly, and then we will go back to Google Analytics and make sure that it is actually tracking our live site. So first thing first, let's go to our WordPress dashboard. I hope you already have WordPress dashboard installed, and on here we should go to plugin and click add new plugin, and in here we should type Google Analytics, and we're going to add a plugin which allows us to actually insert the universal tracking code. Leave the rest of the plugins for maybe next tutorials. Write down in the comment if you want me to actually set up that plugin for you. Right now it is already activated, so I'm going to go to install the plugins, and I'm going to deactivate, so you guys don't get confused. So again, go to add new and go to Google Analytics, and activate the plugin. Meanwhile, we are activating this plugin. We are going to go to analytics.google.com, and we are going to add another account, and this account is going to be for what your site is supposed to be. So just put the name of the site, whatever the name is. This can have spaces if you like, and then you go to data sharing center. I generally uncheck those, but you can, if you just read them and you think this should be checked, you can check it. That is not a problem. So we will go to next, and then there's an optional there's a property that we need to create, and this is going to be the same as we set the account for. I keep properties and accounts separate. I mean, I always create new accounts for new properties, new website, so that in future I have to give access to analytics to someone else. I could easily do that. So that is the reason I build new account every time with new property on Google Analytics. So just create the time zones like time zone you are in, and this is very important. You have to click show advanced option, and you have to enable Google Analytics for universal analytics property, and in here you should write your domain. It could be HTTP or HTTPS. For me it is HTTP, but I would highly recommend that you use HTTPS. Alright, so once you do that, make sure it is checked. Create both analytics 4 and universal analytics property, and then click enhanced measurement, and then click next. And in here, this is an optional business information. If you want, you can give it. If don't, just ignore it and create and accept the terms. Select your country, and that is going to build two properties. Now when you see data stream, web stream, make sure that this is not universal tracking code. This is Google Analytics 4. So I will get back to it, and I will tell you where you can get your tracking code. In the meantime, we will go to the plugin is activated, and we go to settings and we click Google Analytics, and in here we will click plugin settings, and here this thing is asking for Google Analytics tracking ID, whatever the tracking ID is going to be, and then we have to choose that this is a universal analytics, and then we go back to analytics.google.com, close this thing, go back to this drop down over on the top, and select the other property created inside your account. this is Google Analytics 4. We need universal tracking, so we will click on this and then we click on open, and from there, once it is opened, it is opening, we will click admin. Once we click admin, we can see in the property section, this is account section, property section is a view section. In the property section we can see tracking info, and we go tracking code. So this is a whole bunch of tracking code. This is our tracking ID. We're going to copy this one and go back to the settings, and we're going to paste it. Alright, and then we can choose where this code should be placed. It should be in the head or the footer. I recommend to put it in the head, and then we will click save changes. Once the changes are saved, we're going to visit this site, and we're going to right click and click view page source, and in the page source we're going to find Control plus F, and we're going to paste our tracking ID. As you can see, it is placed in our source code. This means this should work right now, but to verify that, we can go is we are right now on the main site, and then we go to back to analytics and we click home. On the home page we usually have a live tracking code placed inside. So as right now you can see active user is 1 in the last 5 minutes, and which is us. So this means it has started to track, and that is it for the universal tracking. That is so simple. That is done. Google Analytics will start to analyze your traffic. This is the basic tutorial, and it's complete. So guys, do not forget to subscribe and share your comment, and tell us if you need anything else or any other tutorial with it, and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thanks.